Hi, I'm Tomas Michaud from Real Guitar Success. Today is day 11 of my 30 days of guitar coaching. If you want to take your guitar playing up a notch after you've learned the basic chords, the next one in line is the 7th chords. And of all the 7th chords, probably the D7 is the one I use the most. I'm going to show you a couple of very useful ways to play the D7th chord. I'm going to show you what I consider the most common version, and I'm going to show you a way to actually make it practical rather than just learn the fingering and goes in one and out the other. But also, I'm going to show you a second version that I use a lot. You know, it's a beautiful day today here in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm going to take this outside. Let's start out with your basic D7 chord. This is probably the most used 7th chord, that, at least in my repertoire. We're going to finger it with 3 fingers, and it looks like this. The bass note is the 4th string. That's a D note. So what you're going to do is put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Should sound like this. So go ahead and try that again. First finger, 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then 2nd fret also 1st string, 3rd finger. Now, you'll want to do this a few times. You see, if you understand the fingering for this chord intellectually, it really does you no good. It doesn't become useful until you actually get it kind of under your skin and can remember it with no problem. So what we're going to do is practice just a little bit making the chord, and this is more like a model of what you can practice on your own. So go ahead and finger the chord, and then release. Finger it. It's okay for doing one string at a time right now, and release. Eventually you want to get to where they all go down together, but don't worry, it takes time. Release. Now, go ahead and finger it and strum. And release. Finger it and strum. And release. So as you do that, you'll get better and better at your fingers getting there right away, and it'll become second nature. Of course, the next step is to actually use it with another chord and change from one to the other. But we'll come back at that later. I want to show you a second version of the D7 chord. This is one I use all the time also. Not as much as this open form, what we'll call it, but it's very practical. You don't have to learn this right away if you're new to this one, but consider adding this to your repertoire shortly after you feel pretty comfortable with this. It looks like this. So one way to think about it, it's like a C7 moved up 2 frets. Let me go ahead and tell you the fingering one note at a time. First finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. The 2nd finger goes over to the 4th string, 4th fret, and the 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Now the pinky comes down on the 3rd string, 5th fret also. Here's the trick. This 6th string and the 1st string are not actually part of the chord. So you want to deaden them out. And the way you do that is you slightly touch the 6th string with your 3rd finger. And with the 1st string, you angle down just slightly your 1st finger so it deadens out the 1st string. It takes practice, but it really works. Give it a try. Now, in the spirit of making sure you got this, we're going to do just a little short exercise. I want you to play the D7 with me. Hold it for 2 beats. So play along. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, hit it. D7. 2, and again. 2, again. 2. Okay, now take fingers off and do it again. 1, 2, ready, hit it. Play it. Again. 2, and then time. Take them off and put them on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Good job. Now, a question I get asked often is, what if I hit that 5th string? no problem. Really, it's actually a part of the chord. It's just not your best bass note. So I usually tell people to start trying to hit from the 4th string, but don't worry if you hit the 5th string. The 6th string is not really a part of the chord, so you want to pay a little more attention to that. But don't worry too much about it right now. It's just not the best use of your energy. You'll get it over time. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Which form of the D7 do you find that you want to learn first? Is that open one your first on your list? And certainly if you're a brand new beginner, probably should be. But if not, are you ready for that new version? Or do you have another version that you like to use? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow for my day 12 of my 30-day coaching challenge. Bye for now.